R-O-C-K. Hey, we at the Rock Bottom News. R-O-C-K. Hey, we at the Rock Bottom News. We chilling at the bottom. Entertainment I follow. Everything is real. I host how I feel. I come from the bottom. My homies popping bottles. Now we on top. The whole world gonna follow. Rock bottom. Rock bottom. We at the rock bottom. R-O-C-K. Hey, we at the Rock Bottom News. Hey, how's everybody doing today? I'm your host, Young P, and welcome to the Rock Bottom News Show. We got a great show lined up, ladies and gentlemen, that you are not going to believe. Matter of fact, the celebrity news that we have today is so hot, I'm happy you guys are tuning in and watching the show. Now check it out. Let's go ahead and get straight to the topics of what's going on so you can know why we're so happy to do this show. Now we got Drake, ladies and gentlemen. Woo, Drake did some bad things. He hit the Rock Bottom News this week and stole some lyrics from my boy, rapping Forte. So you don't want to miss it. Another celebrity that hit the Rock Bottom News is one of my favorite rappers in ATL. Got to give it up for him. He's on the Love of Hip Hop Atlanta. Young Joc, ladies and gentlemen. You know, Joc was keeping it hot on every song. But he made it to the Rock Bottom News, so we're going to most definitely talk about him. And now, the Love of Hip Hop reunion. I know you guys knew I was going to talk about this show. It made it to the Rock Bottom News. The reunion, they had a brawl, a big fight. We got to talk about it because 3 people was injured. But they okay. It wasn't that bad. And now another show that made it to the Rock Bottom News that we got to talk about. It was one of my favorite shows. And it still is because I will watch it any day. But Real Housewives of Atlanta. Apollo, ladies and gentlemen, made it to the Rock Bottom News Show, and we're most definitely going to talk about why he just got sentenced to 8 years in prison. One more celebrity that I really didn't want to talk about this celebrity because I always keep him on the Rock Bottom News Show, ladies and gentlemen, but I think he might need us to talk about him right now because we want to say Freak Meek Mills. Okay? Meek Mills was just sentenced, ladies and gentlemen, to 6 months in jail, and check this out. He made it to the Rock Bottom News because he's dropping an album in September and he won't be out to even do that. So, let's go ahead and get started with the show. I want to thank all my viewers and followers for tuning in and watching the show. We're going to keep you updated with all the entertainment news every time somebody hit the rock bottom. So, every time the show starts, I want everybody to remember the show is about when the celebrities do what? Hit the rock bottom. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go ahead and get the show started, so let's go ahead and get the show started. Bam! And I want to thank all my family and friends for watching. Now check this out, ladies and gentlemen. All the news that we share with you here at the Rock Bottom News, a lot of these celebrities, they might want to come to the show to talk about why they hit the rock bottom. So continue to watch the following shows in the future to see if you might see your celebrity on the show. So thank everybody for watching. Let's go ahead and get started. Because I feel like Rick Ross right now. I feel like I'm chilling on a yacht. But anyway, let's go ahead and get the show started. Now, we want to talk about Drake, ladies and gentlemen, because he made it to the Rock Bottom News Show. And he actually stole some lyrics from a song that was made in 1994 by the rapper Forte. Rapper Forte got some good music. Now, if you go back and listen to his music, I was a fan of his back in 94, 93 when he was actually doing music then. But Rapper Forte, big ups to you, man. You actually got caught up with Drake and let him know that those lyrics that he put on Who Do You Love on YG song, you know, those were your lyrics that you had that you wrote on Players Club. I remember the song because I actually bought the CD. So we just want to tell Drake, it's good you gave him the $100,000, Drake, and y'all settled it like man. You know, it took a real man to do that. You know, all Rapper Forte wanted was his credit. You gave it to him. Now you hit the rock bottom, Drake. It's over with. Seal the deal on that show because I like Drake, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna just let y'all know I'm a fan of Drake. I like his music. I had a couple of songs that I wrote. I think he might have stole some lyrics off of, but I'm not. I'm just joking. I'm not gonna chase Drake about no songs that he wrote. But it's good. Rapper Forte caught up with him, and ladies and gentlemen, they squashed their beef. Rapper Forte is not sending no cyberspace beef to Drake. So a big up to Info Tate for taking that like a man and just walking away from it and just taking 100,000 and not going to court about the whole situation. Now, another rapper that made it to the Rock Bottom News, ladies and gentlemen, that he is one of my favorite rappers because I love the way he rap and I love the way he talk. And if you hear him, you'll know he's Young Joc. You'll hear a rapper, you'll know what he said. Young Joc, ladies and gentlemen, you know he ain't playing. Young Joc, ladies and gentlemen, another one of my favorite rappers that made it to the Rock Bottom News. I'm sorry, Young Joc, but you made it, baby boy. Actually, this is why. His wife, Alexandria, is saying that she's divorced him, ladies and gentlemen, because he has a girlfriend on public television. And get this, he just don't have a girlfriend on public television. They actually live together, And I don't know if anyone's seen that episode. Did you guys see that episode where Carly was in the booth and she was in the booth with what's the guy's name? I remember the guy's name because I remember seeing the show. He's a singer. But Young Joc walked in there while they was actually standing by each other talking. She was all in his face, man, like she was about to kiss him. I don't want to say his name because I don't want everybody to go back and look for that show. But when Carly was in the studio, Young Joc, I don't know if you want to keep playing that game with Carly. You might want to try to make it up with your ex-wife if she ain't divorced you yet. But Carly was being naughty in the studio, man, if you didn't see that playback. But you made it to the Rock Bottom News, Young Joc. And that's done and over with, but we still love your music here at the Rock Bottom News. Now, another, I call them a crew that made the Rock Bottom News, ladies and gentlemen, is the Love and the Hip Hop of Atlanta. Did you guys, I don't even think they even showed parts of that clip yet. They might show it, though. They're going to show parts of that clip. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what our sources tell us. It's 100% true. Do you believe that they said, one of the representatives said that Benzino and his wife, Al, actually, somebody put a picture of them naked, nude or whatever, but a day before they went up there and shot the reunion. So imagine how much fire that sparked up if you got a nude picture of Benzino and his girlfriend on Stevie J's Twitter tweet page. Now, Stevie J, I don't know if he put that up there, but that's why when the reunion began, Benzino just busted Stevie J out. He said, "That's why you and Johnson do drugs." Woo! When he said that, Stevie J jumped up like, "What? Man, I'm a good father. I don't do no drugs." And all of a sudden, that's when Jonathan jumped up and hit swung at Benzino's ex-wife, or she might be his ex-wife if she ain't left him yet. But his girlfriend, Al, and they started fighting. It was going down right then. And then all of a sudden, Mimi jumped up and other cats jumped up. And it was a big brawl, ladies and gentlemen. 3 people was actually injured in that fight. But Stevie J and Benzino didn't fight at all. They didn't get hit. They didn't touch each other. So they were fine. But we just want to let Love and Hip Hop Atlanta know y'all made it to the Rock Bottom News Show. And the reunion brawl, I know they're going to put it out here because I know they said it was some weeds pulled out and there was some fingernails broke. So ladies and gentlemen, be looking out for that because that's going to be a good fight to see in the future shows. Now, another person that we want to talk about has made it to the Rock Bottom News, all because the Real House of Atlanta, everybody was suspicious about Apollo a long time ago. Was y'all suspicious about Apollo? I mean, because the dude he just got out of prison. He was smooth and cool dude. I liked him, though. I liked the Apollo because he was a smooth, cool dude. So don't get me wrong, Apollo. You was a smooth, cool dude is what I'm saying. Especially to be able to get out of prison and to start dating a lawyer and then marry her. You a smooth dude. Now, one thing I do want to say is that the reason why you made Rock Bottom News, you can't be doing check frauds, man. You can't. You had a whole bunch of investors actually giving you checks and giving you money, and you was cashing them in and doing whatever you were doing. I don't know. I don't care what you were doing, Apollo. But I just want to let you know you made it to the Rock Bottom News Show. And I'm your host, Young P. I want to thank everybody for watching the show. Be here next week to watch it again because we got all your entertainment news as it comes out. And I guarantee you don't want to miss the show. I guarantee you it's going to be hot. Good night, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for watching the Rock Bottom News Show. Where the party at? Oh, the party in there? I'm going to the party. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. I'm out.